Thank you for watching take number 27 of the exact same unboxing. I have pulled everything out of the box. I really can't be bothered to put it in there again. This is an unboxing, which is not an unboxing, of the AXIAL SCX10 version 2. I keep forgetting a lot of shit, so that kind of explains why I need to do this over and over and over again. It is really Groundhog Day, but just bear with me. Most important difference between this version 2 and the version 1 is the AR44 axle, which is a high pinion axle. What does that mean? It means that the angle at which your drivetrain actually angles down is a bit less steep than it used to be, just because the pinion is not centered in the axle, but it's actually located a tiny bit higher. That is really smart thinking. Spiral cut gears, I think they're a tiny bit harder as well as those cast straight gears, just like the gears that I recently found in my bomber, for example. Another thing with these axles, and that was really something that did not grab my attention until I actually read up on them on this blog by EvolVillainRC. I will leave a link to that blog in the video description, just so you can read up a tiny bit, because he has done a great job of writing down an excellent sort of overview on what type of differences you can expect between this SCX10 version 2 and the version 1 as we knew it. I'm not sure to what extent parts carry over between platforms. What I do know is that there's not a lot in this box that you will find that you will instantly recognize from the SCX version 1, just because it is a completely newly developed platform. So what do you find in this box? Well, this car is based off the Casey Curry, I believe it's called Casey Curry, of his Jeep Cherokee. They did a great job capturing all that and capturing all the detail with also some molded plastics, really detailed light clusters, even wing mirrors. If you are familiar with Curry's Cherokee from, for example, Instagram, you will instantly recognize this car being its downscaled reflection, if that sentence made any sense. Anyway, you get a lot of licensed stuff. You get, for example, you get icon shocks. We are all used to those icon shocks by now from Axial. They are really awesome. You get BF Goodrich tires. They look really nicely molded, very detailed, a nice profile on them. The foams even seem decent in this case, so that's also something that I'm quite impressed with. Let me put that to the side right here. You get some method wheels, and they're a new type of wheel that I have not seen before, especially not coming from Axial. They're not a beadlock type of wheel, so you do need to glue the tires on. I do not see that being a problem of any kind. You do get also, and I read that up on the blog, you get a couple of different skid plates. So if you do want to carry over your version 1 SCX10 transmission, if you have, for example, a Vanquish transmission case, that will fit in this car. I know that they did some work on adjusting the gearing in the center of the car, just to account for torque twist and what eventually may happen there, because they made the pinions on those AR44 axles a lot smaller than the pinions, the pumpkins, they're a lot smaller than they used to be on the old SCX10. Another major difference, apart from just the pumpkins being greatly reduced in size, is a chassis mounted servo. That was also something that on the first generation you would not find it. So that is pretty cool, and overall the entire transmission housing sits a tiny bit lower in the chassis, again changing that angle of which the drive shafts actually come out of the center of the car and approach those axles. So overall it's very well developed. The old SCX10 has been around for 7 years, has gotten a huge following, tons of upgrades available. I expect it to be no different with this car over time, that you will find a lot of stuff that will come out from all these aftermarket manufacturers. I cannot wait to see what they come up with. I do think that right out of the box this is a very well thought out platform. You do get some really cool upgrades right out of the gate, like for example aluminum linkages, which is nice to see. I really I'm really curious to see those axles in action. The frame rails, I'm not sure to what extent those are new. I do know that you can adjust the wheelbase, like for example you can also do with a Viterra Ascender. Perhaps to be a tiny bit more competitive with the platforms that have been released during the 7 years. And the platforms that are gaining popularity right now. So good work from Axial. The body also really nice. Tiny bit flimsy, but I'm pretty sure that after I give it a coat of paint, perhaps even put some stickers on there, that it will look good. So I'm gonna crack out all of my screwdrivers and whatnot, put this thing together, make sure that it looks good. Now if you want to be ahead of what I'm doing over here, I know that a lot of people will end the video right here when I'm starting to tell you this, but if you want to be ahead of what I'm doing over here, check out my Instagram and Facebook. If you want more info about the Axial SCX10 version 2, go check out the link in the description box. There will be a link to Axial Racing's website where you can read up on this car and see a full list of specs. And if you have not subscribed to my channel yet, please do, because it is free and it will always be free, because I'm not one of those people who will charge you any PayPal money or put up a GoFundMe page. Thank you so much for watching, take care, have fun, and if you have any questions, let me know. Bye bye.
We're back on.